Welcome back to another episode of the Watch Monkey, and today got another incoming package. Waited for this for about a week. It's a deal that kind of found me. I was actually looking for a watch made by Christopher Ward called the 595. It's an ultra thin hand wound movement that really attracted me to it, but I couldn't locate one. But something even better came along. I'm not going to say what it is just yet. We're going to have to flip the camera around and show you that. But here's the box. And like I said, it found me kind of. Someone had seen my post searching for the 595 and reached out and said, hey, I've got this, and are you interested in it? So we talked back and forth, and we finally agreed on a price on this. I looked into the seller a little bit. I did a little bit more research about the watch, and I thought, you know what? That's a hell of a deal. I think I'm going to take it, and that's exactly what I did. So I'm going to be flipping the camera around and showing you exactly what's inside this box that came all the way from the east coast of Canada to here in North Vancouver on the west coast. So let's flip it around. Okay, so now that we've got the camera flipped around, we're going to do the unboxing. And just to let you know, this is a real unboxing. I haven't opened this box. And let's take a look and see what's inside. So I'm going to try and do this as best I can while trying to keep everything on camera. So let's see. Okay, I think I'm going to enter from the back here. So let's cut this open here. Hope I don't inflict any damage to whatever lies inside. I know you guys are kind of wanting to know what the hell's in here. I already know, but I've only seen pictures of the actual item. I have not actually seen the watch itself. So looks like I picked a pretty decent point of entry there from the back. So let's see how this was packed. By the way, the seller's name was Arthur, and I'm just going to leave it at that. And it looks like he did a very nice job of packing. And let's take a look now and see what's underneath all this bubble wrap. Okay, so we'll open up the first layer here. And what do we got? We got a booklet, that washable microfiber. Okay, so you get a microfiber cloth. Doesn't look like it's ever been used, so I'm going to probably keep it that way. Here's the certificate. Oh, there's your first hint on what it is. It looks like it's a Christopher Ward, and it's a COSC certified watch. So you know it's going to be one of their better ones. And here's some more information about it. Looks like tells you what the results of the testing were for the timing. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to have to go through that when I get a little bit of time. And here, oh, we got a bonus strap. I knew he was sending that in as well. And these are nice straps. And this is actually a Christopher Ward strap. There's another clue. It's got 20 millimeter lugs, and it's got the quick release. And Christopher Ward, by the way, does really make fantastic straps. So let's set the straps aside over to one side. And here we've got the brochure, or not the bill of sales, sorry. So, okay, there it is. It's C1 small seconds. So the price that the purchased was $1,000 value, and that was back in 2018. And obviously got it on sale because I know that the Malvern was actually going for about 1,400 US. So there's some information there, and yeah, so fold that back, put that off to the side. Here's the booklet, instruction manual, or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to put that aside because you know what? We're here to see the watch, never mind the other stuff. So anyway, as I said earlier, I was actually looking for a 959, which is Christopher Ward as well. And the reason why it was called the 595 was because that was the price, 595 US. Plus the thickness of the watch was 5.95 millimeters, so extraordinarily thin. And it was a hand wound movement. So for those of you that don't know, I do prefer hand wound movements over automatics. It's just my personal preference. Just feel it's you're a little bit more engaged with the watch, and I enjoy the ritual of winding the watch. It for whatever reason gives me great pleasure. But anyway, here's the box. So let's open her up. And dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that's the outer box removed. Actually, let me slide this right out. And I'm just gonna move all this off to the side here, because here in my massive studio, I don't have a hell of a lot of room. Does that even make sense? Okay, so here we open the box. Very nice box. Here is the watch, and again, he's got it wrapped up. I'm just going to take this off camera for a sec so I can unwrap this comfortably. And the seller, Arthur, sounded like a really nice guy too, and he was buying his Grail watch. I think it was a Black Bay 58 or something that he wanted. Okay, so this is actually the very first time I'm setting eyes on this watch. And honestly, I can say I am not disappointed at all. So here's the watch here. I'll quickly show you guys. Okay, and yeah, it's a good looking watch. I'm just trying to see if I can avoid the glare. I made a video the last week and it was horrible. But anyway, that's the Christopher Ward C1 Grand Malvern small seconds watch. And it's the reason why this one really appealed to me was because it's hand wound. It comes on a beautiful leather strap, and it has a nice clasp here. Deployment, it's actually not deployment, I forget exactly what they call it. But anyway, here's the watch, and I'm gonna just try to get rid of the glare here. I hate that. So let's see if I can get that in nice focus for you. It's a really nice piece. You can see the markers here. It actually looks like it's just printed on there. It's not inlaid on there or anything like that. Here you got your small seconds, and then you've got your hour and minute hands there. And it's, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's actually blue. It's not black, but it is blue. So the star of the show is the actual movement. And holy cows. Now what makes this so special for you guys that don't know about Christopher Ward is this is their actual first in-house movement that they made, and it's called the SH21, and it has a 5-day power reserve. So the way that they achieve this is by putting double barrels on the back. And you can see there, it's got the two barrels. And you can see that the watch is absolutely beautifully decorated. What a fantastic looking watch. Really, this is spectacular. So the other watch that I have that kind of plays in the same league, but maybe not quite as at the same level as this, but still a very nice watch. And one of my favorite ones as well is this Frederic Constant. And this is the Healy edition. So you can see size-wise that the Christopher Ward is a little bit smaller. This one actually measures in at 40.5 millimeters. And I think this one is actually, as far as I remember, I think it's 42 or 43 millimeters in case diameter there. But both good-looking watches, very different. I'll be doing a review on the Frederic Constant Healy edition at a later date. So I'm going to put that off to the side for now because that's what we're not here for that. We're here for this. So you can see here, it's got a nicely decorated crown there with the Christopher Ward logo. It is sapphire glass in the front, and it is also sapphire glass in the back. It is COSC certified, so it's been tested for accuracy, so it's considered to be a very accurate movement. But like I said, the thing that makes this watch really fantastic is that it is our first actual in-house movement, and that's a very big deal. That's not a small achievement. Oris has been around for some time now, and they just finally got into making their own movement with the caliber 400. And they're having issues, well, not really issues, but they've got some quirks to their movement where when you adjust it, if you don't, there's a certain way you've got to adjust it. And if it's not adjusted that way, when you push the crown back in, the minute hand skips a couple minutes. And yeah, it's a little bit quirky, but there is a workaround that. Apparently this one doesn't have these issues. So when I looked into this watch, I was very impressed. So I don't know, what do you guys think? I know it's a little bit on the plain side. I like that. The other watch that I have is kind of similar in appearance, is by Yonkers. I'll show you that one. And they're very similar in size. So this is the Yonkers. It's an automatic, and this is the Christopher Ward. You can see that the Yonkers is very nice, absolutely, but doesn't really compare to the Christopher Ward. So before I say goodbye, I'm going to put this one on wrist, and just to show you what I've got on my wrist right now. Picked this one up not too long ago either. My Hamilton khaki, and this is a quartz. One of my very few quartz watches. I'm usually not into quartz, but this was such a good deal I couldn't pass it up. I actually picked it up for $100 off of eBay. I just changed the strap out recently too. So I'm just going to pull that off camera for a sec so I can get this watch off of my wrist so I can get the Christopher Ward on there. And just to give you an advanced warning, no loom shot tonight, guys, because guess what? That watch has no loom, so you don't get that. So yeah, that's the watch that I had on my wrist. Great watch, by the way. This here is, I would say, almost iconic, the Hamilton khaki field line. And I've got this in the Officer, which is a 44 millimeter hand wind. I've had the 42 millimeter automatic. And yeah, they're great watches. So I'm just going to throw this on wrist. By the way, the strap is a deployant. I just remembered, it's not deployment, it's deployant clasp. So there you go. That's what it looks like on my wrist. I think it looks great. Thank you very much, Arthur, for giving me such a great deal on the watch. Extremely pleased with it. So I'm just going to actually size it properly. Arthur's got either very big wrists or I've got very small wrists, but I don't think I do. I know my wrists are about 7 inches, so yeah. So let me see if I got that right now. And that's pretty much right on the money. Okay, so there you go. That's the Christopher Ward C1 Grand Malvern small seconds hand winding watch. And I like the size a lot. I think the size is bang on. And for whatever reason, the clasp isn't clasping. Let me see. I'll have to fudge around with that for a bit. But anyway, that's the watch. And I am very pleased with it. And yeah, if you guys are looking at getting a watch, I would highly recommend Christopher Ward. They make some pretty nice watches, that's for sure. A lot of people feel for the money you can't really beat them, and I tend to agree. This watch punches way above its weight. Yeah, great watch. Okay, that's it, everyone. Leave your comments, anything that you'd like to say. Be kind, don't be rude. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, so you never miss another episode of The Watch Monkey. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.